Everyone in the neighborhood thought that cat and dog hated each other. Whenever they were in the same room, Cat would arch her back, hiss sharply, and swipe with her small but dangerous claws. Dog would bark, leap, and chase her around, tail wagging furiously, as though he was playing a game that only he understood. To outsiders, it looked like an unending feud, a rivalry that could never be resolved. Visitors would gasp, neighbors would chuckle, and children would whisper excitedly, convinced they were witnessing a battle between natural enemies. But the truth was far more remarkable than anyone could have imagined. Beneath the playful bickering and apparent hostility was a bond so deep, so unwavering, that it had quietly developed over the years, a bond invisible to anyone who only saw the surface. From the very beginning, both cat and dog had come into the household as vulnerable, timid, and uncertain. Cat, small and cautious, spent her early days hiding under furniture, watching the world with wide, careful eyes. Dog, boisterous and exuberant, bounded through the house with energy that seemed unstoppable. Yet somehow, these two unlikely companions found comfort in each other's presence. Cat had learned, in her quiet and careful way, that dog could be trusted. While dog seemed chaotic and overwhelming to everyone else, to Cat, he was a protector. Whenever dog curled up beside her, or nudged her gently with his nose when she was scared, she felt a warmth she could not explain. Dog, in turn, had discovered that Cat, with her calm and steady demeanor, offered a sense of grounding he had never known. He would follow her, mimic her movements, and respond to her smallest gestures. It was a silent conversation, built on trust, understanding, and a love that was completely unspoken. The playful fights between them were just a form of communication, a way for them to interact that the outside world misinterpreted. When Cat hissed or swatted, she was not expressing hatred, but asserting a personal space that dog respected with enthusiasm. When dog chased Cat around the living room, it was not aggression, but a game, a dance of companionship with its own rhythm and rules. The family who lived with them understood this language, even if visitors did not. They had seen Cat curl up on dog's back while he slept, a soft paw resting on his nose in quiet affection. They had seen dog nudge Cat towards safety when she seemed unsure, patiently waiting for her to explore new spaces before he joined. They had witnessed Cat and dog silently comforting each other during thunderstorms, curling together on the couch as rain pounded against the windows. These moments, subtle and fleeting, revealed the depth of their bond, one that was invisible to those who only looked at the surface. One particularly cold winter evening brought the depth of their connection into sharp focus. A storm had trapped the family inside, and in the midst of the chaos, a small fire in the corner of the room began to smoke, filling the air with thick, choking fumes. Panic spread through the house. Dog sensed the danger immediately, barking loudly and running to alert the family, while Cat, disoriented by the smoke and frightened, became trapped beneath a pile of blankets. For a moment, it seemed as if all hope might be lost. But then instinct took over. Dog, without hesitation, ran toward Cat, gently nudging her free with his nose and encouraging her to climb onto his back. Cat, normally cautious and wary of dog's exuberance, instinctively trusted him. Together, they navigated the smoky room, moving as a team, until they reached the fresh, cold air outside. Safe at last, they looked at each other with a silent understanding. No hiss, no bark, no playful swat could capture the emotions in that moment. What everyone had mistaken for hatred was actually fierce loyalty and love, expressed in their own unique way. From that day forward, the playful bickering continued, but it was seen in a new light. Cat's hisses and swats, dog's barks and leaps, they were no longer evidence of conflict. They were expressions of a lifelong friendship, a dialogue between two creatures who loved each other in a language the world could not always understand. Dog continued to watch over Cat, ready to spring into action at the slightest sign of trouble. Cat continued to offer quiet guidance and companionship, her presence providing calm and reassurance to Dog's boundless energy. Their story is a reminder that love does not always come in gentle, obvious forms. It can be loud, messy, playful, and even appear hostile at times. But beneath every hiss, every bark, every chase across the living room lies devotion, loyalty, and a promise that transcends appearances. Cat and dog's relationship teaches us that love can take many forms, and that sometimes the deepest connections are hidden in plain sight, understood only by those who share them. Day after day, season after season, Cat and dog demonstrated this extraordinary bond. Cat would groom dog's fur gently, and dog would rest his head next to hers, breathing softly. When the family went on trips, Cat and dog would sit side by the window, watching for their return, their presence comforting each other during long hours of waiting. When new challenges arrived, strangers, thunderstorms, or visits to the vet, they faced them together, never leaving each other behind. Cat and dog's relationship is more than just companionship. It is a masterclass in loyalty, patience, and understanding. It is a story that teaches us to look beyond appearances, to appreciate subtle gestures of love, and to recognize that true connection often exists in silence, in playfulness, and in moments that the world might overlook. So next time you see a cat and a dog who seem to bicker or chase each other, remember that there may be a hidden bond beneath the surface. Cat and dog are proof that love can be patient, unwavering, and eternal. It is expressed in ways that are sometimes loud, sometimes quiet, sometimes misunderstood, but always real. Their story is a reminder that companionship and trust can overcome misunderstanding, and that love, true, unbreakable love, often comes in the most unexpected forms. In the end, cat and dog are not just a cat and a dog. They are a lesson in devotion, a tale of patience, and an example of how bonds built on trust, care, and understanding can withstand time, distance, and misjudgment. Their love is silent, enduring, and profound. It is a connection that will never fade, a promise kept in the simple acts of hissing, barking, chasing, and cuddling, a secret that only they truly understand.